What's up, guys? I got the keys here back with another video. So, today we're going to talk about ascension because this topic is so talked about, and they explain it like you're going somewhere or you're leaving Earth or something, right? But what we don't understand about ascension, right? It's not ascension, but we're ascending from the inner planes of um, consciousness, right? So it's not about escaping the world or, um, you know, basically you're not trying to leave here, right? You're essentially leaving the lower mind or the ego into the higher mind, right? That's all that ascension is about, right? So we're not trying to leave here. We are still being human beings, okay? Um, whatever you define that as. But yes, you are God playing a game as a human being. And that can be hard to grasp, right? Because, your whole life you're told that you're this human being with a name and, you have to get a job and whatever. But this is not about escaping. When we're trying to escape something, that's a problem. The point of life is to live it and enjoy it and have fun. Okay. Now, yes, there might be some hard times in your life. Not everything's all sunshine and rainbows. We know that. Um, but you're here to enjoy your life as a human being, experiencing what it's like to be a human being. Okay. So we're not trying to escape the world. We're trying to live in it comfortably, peacefully, grounded, stable, right? And that's the biggest realization of enlightenment, is that is the entire purpose of life, is to live life. And I know that sounds entirely stupid because it's like, whoa, that's like the most boring excuse I could ever hear, right? But that's the truth. You're here to create a life that you actually love living, right? So whatever that is for you, whatever you enjoy doing, right, go do it. Be it, live it. It's not about, like I've said before, it's not about meditating for 13 hours a day or um sitting around with your singing bowls and doing this for hours, or listening to frequencies for hours on end for no reason, right? Yes, these things can help you. Yes, they can be tools, but we get caught up in the healing modalities and the spiritual language and everything. And trust me, I do it too sometimes, guys. Um, but it's like we're always trying to escape what is going on currently instead of actually living it and experiencing it and loving it for what it is, right? When we know that we're God, we have to move like God, right? And so God is unconditional love. Therefore, if you unconditionally love yourself and your life, then you will prosper no matter what. Okay. That means even the hard stuff, even the hard times that if you do go through those, right? Which I'm sure 90% of you do. Um, the point is to get past that and to thoroughly enjoy your life as it is. And the good times will be even better, right? So we want to enjoy the life. There's a fly in my house, if you can't tell. Um, and it's not about escaping, okay? It's not about running away from who we are. It's about accepting who we are now in this moment and then recreating ourselves anew when we are ready, right? When we are truly ready for that. I'm sorry, this fly is crazy. Okay. Anyways, so um flies in your house, get rid of flies. We don't want flies. Um that's going to end after this video, just so you know. But again, we're not escaping. We're not running away. We are facing ourselves, we are facing our actual reality, and then recreating it anew. Okay. Recreating ourselves, and in every moment, right? You're never the same. Not even a second, after you've, even from when I started this video, I'm not the same person, right? Um, and so we're always creating ourselves in the moment. Therefore, when you are out of the mind and in the body and in the moment, you are thoroughly enjoying and living your life. That is peace, right? When the mind is all chattering and it's annoying, right? This is when we're stuck in our head. And not that there's anything wrong with being in your head sometimes, right? But we don't want to live there constantly. We want to be in our body because we are human beings. We are experiencing what it's like to have this body. And that is the grounded part of us. So it's not that ascension is bad. It's not that any of those modalities are bad, and I'm not making fun of the people that use them, right? I've used them. But what I'm saying here is it is important to actually live your human life. Go to the grocery store, meet people, go on vacations, apply for the job, get the new car, whatever you want to do, right? um those are all human things, and that's okay, right? Another thing I want to talk about here is that this factor around money and wealth and abundance, right? Everybody thinks that, because they become spiritual, that money is basically that God doesn't want them to, you know, have money. Basically, they should throw away the idea of materialism, right? What if that's false, right? Why would God want you to be poor? Why would God want you to not have money? Why would God want you to have any of that? Wouldn't God want you to have everything you actually want, right? Think about that. So, as you're living your life and creating the things you want, you will naturally make this money and abundance and wealth, right? So enjoy your life, create yourself as you are, live your human life, right? Live with your family, go hang out with your friends, do all the normal human stuff. That's okay. We don't need to constantly be this big, spiritual energy all the time, because that gets to be a lot too. So, with that being said, guys, if you are looking to get back into groundedness, get back into your body, please schedule a one-on-one with me, and we will get that all figured out. Okay. Um, all of my links will be down in the description for that. And all you gotta do is send me an email with your name and a short description of what you're going through. Okay. And I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.